Some piece of shit show like Doctor Who.
Doctor Who gives a fuck. I just made myself laugh.
Hey guys, and welcome to episode 67 of the Up Real A podcast. My name is Scott Ellis. I'm joined here by Tim McGavick.
As usual.
As usual. And Tyler Switulski.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, glad to be here.
And Adam Franey.
I'm glad to be here. One of us is wearing a Star-Lord costume.
Which one is it?
I don't know. Who is it?
It's Ty.
No.
Definitely not me, because I'm not wearing anything. So.
I noticed.
Great
There's
visual
that.
gag for the fans.
I'm celebrating, guys.
Let's run down some of the topics we're going to discuss on this week's episode. As usual, we're going to discuss our last seen films that we saw this past week. And our review of the week is Jack Reacher, Never Go Back. And also a bunch of news topics to discuss. A couple trailers, including the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 teaser, Logan, the Wolverine sequel, a Cure for Wellness trailer, as well as the casting of Lando Calrissian in the Han Solo spin-off film. So we're going to discuss who that is later. If you do want to skip ahead to any of these topics, go in the description box below on YouTube and click on any of the timestamps, and you can skip ahead to those topics. So, with that out of the way, Tim,
Yeah.
what is your last scene?
I'm ashamed, guys.
It's not me!
What is it, you little bitch?
I've broken my rule twice this week. Which is, if I haven't seen the first couple movies in a series, I don't watch the newest one.
So Jack Reacher was the first one.
Had not seen Jack Reacher, but I watched Jack Reacher Never Go Back. I also took my girlfriend out for a little date night and watched Bridget Jones's Baby
Stop.
without having seen the first two.
Stop.
Okay, now I'm mad.
2016's
And he loved it.
Bridget Jones's Baby.
Oh my god, you're reviewing it.
Is this a
Oh,
gag?
you're last seeing it.
No, this is the only movie I saw this
I
week.
think you did this once as a gag.
I'm showing my notes down.
Oh,
I have
all
my
of his notes are about Bridget. Oh,
Written by Helen Fielding,
no one cares.
Dan Mazer, and Emma Thompson. Directed by Sherry Maguire, who directed the first one.
Jerry Maguire?
Sherry Maguire.
Oh,
A fictional character is
TC?
not
The TC tie-in.
that would've
Starring
been
Renee Zellweger,
great. Jerry Maguire?
Colin Firth, a.k.a. me in 30 years,
Yep.
and Patrick Dempsey,
If you're lucky.
me in 10 years.
Oh. Generous.
So Bridget Jones is back, and this time she's caught in the awkward situation of not knowing who the father of her baby is. Is it Mark Darcy, her old love, or
Darcy.
Jack, the new man in her life?
Something tells me we're going to find out.
Well, you find
Molly,
out.
let us know.
Yeah. This movie's okay.
Shocker!
It's
Generous.
obviously not made for me. It's actually pretty funny. Like, there's some laughs to it. It's rated R.
Really?
That
Yeah,
does
there's
give
like,
me some optimism, I suppose.
I guess this is known throughout the Bridget Jones series, but like, they swear like truckers or
Really?
sailors. I guess is the actual.
Yeah.
Yeah, like F-bombs, like not as much as like Sausage Party or something, but like they're constantly like, "What the fuck?"
Really?
Yeah, I'm like
I thought
surprised.
it'd
I
be
was like, "This is like,
Mother's Day or something.
yeah,
I'm in.
yeah." There's actually like,
I'm not in, but
Yeah, let me hold my horse.
they're not that far in.
Well,
that's something. That's something.
So me and Ashley both saw it. She didn't really want to see it. She hasn't seen the first two either.
Oh my
What's Ashley's corner on this?
She liked it.
Yeah?
We found out that we probably should have watched the first two because we were rooting for like Patrick Dempsey to be the father,
no!
and like everyone else was rooting for Mark. All like the 60-year-old women in the theater
Ah,
were rooting for Mark Darcy
yeah.
to be the father.
Call for it.
Mr.
You've
Darcy?
seen this? You've seen the first two?
No.
Apparently the second one's terrible. Like
Yeah?
slapstick.
I've heard the first
Yeah.
one's not bad.
Yeah, I've heard the first one's good.
Good. Did
I
you
also
work?
hear that.
But it's funny. Like, it's obviously not made for me, but there are some funny moments. I can't be overly hard on it. I
It is
guess.
a movie.
It is a movie.
That
It was
was
a movie that you witnessed.
But yeah, it wasn't. It's just not made for me. But the audience seemed to be loving it. A lot of mom jokes, I think, are in there. A lot of stuff about like hashtag this and hashtag that because she doesn't really know what the future's like. I'm like, oh boy,
Funny.
this is
Hilarious.
this is rough. But
What do you
Jim Broadbent's also in it,
Really?
Oh, cool.
and I love me some Jim Broadbent. He's always like a
Always.
bright spot in movies.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hit it with a late 3,
Do you know the Rotten Tomatoes score?
70 something. Yeah,
77.
yeah.
Certified fresh.
First one's about that too. Second one has like a 20 something,
That's right.
like a big drop off.
Disgusting.
I can't believe,
That's mind blowing. 77.
I'm blown away right now.
Critic rating.
not only by the Rotten Tomatoes score, but also by your rating. It blows me away.
What, you thought it'd go higher?
I thought it'd be lower, like at least like a
Thought it'd be
little
higher.
lower.
No.
Like
I
a
thought you would have 5 banged it, bro. What the fuck?
Oh, no, I'm sorry, guys.
Wow.
just disappointment across the
Late
board.
3.
Wow.
That's all I got for you. I'll have a good one this week. Don't worry.
All right.
I got some plans.
We'll be waiting, Tim. Tyler, you want to go ahead with your last scene?
I will. I'm happy with my last scene.
Do we have a preface here for what you're about to
None.
describe?
You don't want to maybe brace us
Nope.
and say, look,
I don't think so, because as bad as this may be, I think you guys can be like, okay, I see why.
Well, we'll be the judges.
I will let you guys be the decide this, okay? No, don't rub your face, Tim. Tim, you saw Bridget Jones's Baby, okay? Fuck
yeah,
I have a
Tim's
Tim.
reason.
Tim.
I have a reason for seeing
That's
it.
fair.
Nope, no reason.
That's fair.
Nope.
He didn't choose to watch it.
Okay, I'll read the little synopsis there first. A dramatization. Oh.
I've no idea. I'm sorry.
Okay. A dramatization of the 20 July assassination and a political group plot by desperate renegade German army officers against Hitler during World War II.
Valkyrie.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah.
I've seen it a long time ago. I don't remember it.
It was
TC tie-in.
Yeah, TC
Tom
tie-in.
Cruise's German accent, spot on.
Is that sarcasm or is it
Yeah,
really?
he speaks with American.
That's the thing.
Man can do no wrong.
At the beginning, that's what. Okay, so that's what kind
Full
of.
thespian.
That's how I'll start
method.
because at the beginning of it, it starts with him narrating in German, which actually sounded pretty good, and then it like
That's all
slowly.
he was willing to train for.
That was it. Like they did like
German accent or speaking German?
speaking German with a bit of an accent.
Yeah, they give him the script. He's like, this is all in German. They're like, yeah. He's like, I'll learn the first 5 lines, and then I'll be doing.
We're gonna
We're gonna
transition.
fade into American English.
I want 10 million per line or I walk.
It started off like that, and then it just kind of faded into English.
Yeah.
And I liked how they did it, but I kind of wanted to hear what Tom Cruise would have been like with a German accent. The guy commits himself to everything, but he won't do a German accent.
The problem is when you do a movie like this with such a big star like Tom Cruise,
Yeah,
like an English star like Tom Cruise,
I get that it can take away
like
so much.
they want to get as much money as possible out of
Yeah.
it. And so if you do a German film, basically,
Yeah,
a fully German film starring Tom Cruise, like no one's gonna see that.
but here's my problem.
That's what's
Sad.
depressing.
Is that every person who was introduced, I'm going to read the names in a second, had a different accent. They weren't all just like American, like English. They
some
like
people tried like German accents.
So there's
some tried English, some tried American accents, some were just blatantly English, like British.
like British,
and it was just like, at least do one consistent
it
accent.
consistent.
Are they speaking English?
The entire movie.
I'm confused. The entire
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah.
but they'll have accents.
But some of the actors, like Tom Cruise, Kenneth, I always have a hard time.
Kenneth Branagh.
Branagh, thank you.
Yeah, Branagh.
Bill Nighy, Tom Wilkinson.
It's a great cast.
Fucking Terrence Stamp, Eddie Izzard, Kevin McNally, like huge cast. There's more. Adolf Hitler I didn't like. The Adolf Hitler that they chose.
Don't
Didn't-
remember.
He was
Who doesn't like
Adolf
it?
Hitler
It's also-
didn't like the guy.
also on a personal note. I don't like Adolf Hitler, but at the same time, like I think they could have gotten someone better looking to play him.
I liked them.
But like this cast, like Bill Nighy, he looked like he had like an English tone to him, and it was just like none of you are the same.
Well, he's British, so it's kind of hard.
I know that, but like at least try to an American. That
it's
way
awkward.
I know.
It's
It
awkward.
bothers me too. Like, what's that sniper movie? Jude Law?
Fucking Enemy at the Gates.
Yeah.
Ed
They're all
Harris.
British or something.
Yeah,
And they're all like playing Russian,
yeah.
right? Is that
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And then Ed Harris is playing a German. He's just like American.
Bothers the shit out of me, I'm not gonna lie.
This movie was it was really good. I enjoyed it.
Who directed it?
That was a good question. Brian Singer.
Bryan Singer.
Brian Singer.
Brian motherfucking Singer.
That's bizarre.
Yeah, right.
That's why you loved it.
Yeah, a little bit. Also, written by Christopher McQuarrie.
Wow.
Jack
okay.
Reacher tie-in.
Yeah, little Jack Reacher tie in there. Little,
What a tie-in. TC, CM.
Yeah. CM McHugh.
CMQ.
Christopher McHugh.
C.
C.
McQueasy.
McHugh. It kind of trailed off a couple times here and there, but overall it was dramatic.
I thought
it was
the
good.
tension. There was lots of good
It was good.
tension.
Yeah. Then it held really well. There's a couple times it just kind of, but like that's kind of inevitable when you have a movie like this. It's inevitable. It's going to trail off every once in a while, which it did, but it didn't overly kill it for me. TC, I'm going to say this flat out. He can rock the fuck out of an eye patch. Just
What?
yeah.
He has an eye patch in this?
Yeah.
What?
I have to rewatch this.
Yeah, of course he does. You don't remember anything of this movie.
Nothing.
You better take that off your letterbox
Yeah.
list.
Yeah, let me
Fucking
fucking remove it.
Add that.
Unsubscribe right there. Like take it right
My
off.
boy TC.
You have not seen this film.
Unlog. It was good. I'm gonna hit it with a
Five bang?
No, I'm not gonna five bang. I'm gonna say a
Maybe
light
three.
4.
Like 4.
Yeah.
It's pretty good for German movie.
Well, I'm gonna jump in next. Sorry, Adam.
Constantly every week we have Adam just looking at his phone, ready to go off, and then someone else just swoops in.
Guys, you have no idea
Everything's in
about
my
this
memory.
movie. Okay, I watched literally the greasiest movie you could ever.
Guys, am I
Grease?
winning? Am I winning the last scenes right now?
Right now.
I did not watch Grease,
Oh,
but a close second. Okay.
Grease 2.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Hairspray.
Ronnie runs a disco walking tour with his son Braden. When a woman takes a tour, it begins a competition between father and son for her love. It also signals the arrival of a greasy strangler who stalks the streets at night.
Stop.
No idea.
No.
The Greasy Strangler.
Bridget Jones' Baby and now the Greasy
Oh, it's actually
Strangler.
called The Greasy Strangler.
It's
You don't
called
remember this trailer?
The Greasy Strangler.
Ty.
Oh, I remember the trailer.
It's the most fucked up.
We
looking
watched
movie.
it.
I wrote the first word I wrote down here in my notes.
You watched it.
Unspeakable.
Unspeakable.
This movie is
Unreviewable.
literally unspeakable. The horrors contained within this film are unspeakable.
We watched it at a bar, Ty, on our phones.
We did?
Directed
Us
by
three.
Jim Hosking, starring Michael St. Michaels. Great name.
Great name.
Michael St. Michaels.
As the Greasy Strangler? Or no?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, I
That's
guess.
greasy.
Spoiler.
Oh,
Sorry.
Nice one, man.
Not that you guys are going to see
10
it or
minutes out.
anything.
I'm out.
And Sky Elabar as the son. Yeah, this movie is just fucking weird.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now it looks
Oh,
like
shit. I remember this.
Yeah.
There's a lot of dick in this movie, too.
I'm in.
Oh, I'm saying
Like,
it
just
now.
big swinging dicks. It's, like, ridiculous.
What?
Yeah.
Bizarre.
Tie-in for my last scene.
It's, like, just a moment, like... And also, for some reason, this father-son duo, whenever they're at home, it's like they just want to take their clothes off. It's weird. They just wear, like...
Okay.
They
How
just-
is that weird?
The second they get home, they're just like wearing thongs or something. It's just weird.
Again, how is
It's
that
just
weird?
fucking weird, man.
I'm still not understanding why that's weird for you.
I'm sorry.
You don't.
And the woman that they meet, like it's just the strangest sort of setup. Like I don't know if you guys caught the synopsis. The father runs a disco walking tour, so like he
I don't
goes
know what
around.
that means.
Right.
What does that mean?
So he's like, oh yeah, the Bee Gees like wrote this song like over here in this place, and he's like walking around town like
Like
showing
it's a
people-
historic site.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's so
It's I can't say it and have it make any sense, but
Was
this is.
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
Well, was it good or bad? I need to. You seem like you're not sure.
You're really on the fence here.
I don't even know
I'm not even sure what I watched.
because like it's almost like it's so bad and weird that it's good. I guess if you if you're into that, it's like I can't say the Room is a good movie.
Like the
but-
Tommy Wiseau.
Yeah, but yet it's hilarious in its own way.
Right.
For just being like, no, they didn't just do that, did they?
Right. Yeah. How do you? I know. How do you rate that?
It's almost impossible to rate. It's just if you're kind of wired to it, then you might like it. Like certain people might like
Wicker
it.
Man for me, I think it's hilarious. Obviously, it's hilarious
It's an
because it's so
atrocity,
bad. Like
yeah.
but I enjoy watching it. It's funny. Like,
Like there's a scene where the father is like in bed, like he just waking up in the morning. The son like comes in, gives him a coffee or whatever. They're talking about something,
naked, of course.
and yeah, like the father's naked. The other guy walks
kidding.
in, and like the son walks in. He's just wearing like tidy whities or something, like disgusting. And the father, like their conversation kind of ends. And he's like, "Wait, I have one more thing to say." And he just like, I can't even, for the viewers out there, I can't even do it. But he just like pulls his legs back and just like full frontal, like just farts right on his son. I'm like, really? Really, guys? Really, you gonna dig that deep?
It's not a movie.
And that was honestly, that was like PG compared to some of the other shit I saw.
Give me like the worst, like craziest single thing in the movie, because I'm not gonna watch it. So I just want to know what I'm missing.
I can't. It's like
There's gotta be something.
every minute there's some new like fucked up shit. Like
Really?
yeah, just these people just having conversations like completely naked. Even the woman too, just completely naked.
Why? Any reason at all?
I mean,
It's
I couldn't tell you. Just like whenever they're inside and not like exposed to the elements, they're just like naked, either like masturbating or like fucking or something. It's weird. It's weird. There's like this weird like love triangle, father, son, and that woman, and she's just like, she's fucking disgusting too. It's not good.
It's pretty fucked up, man.
Yeah. So,
Sounds good.
but it's sort of when it gets into the greasy strangler part of it, because he's like this. The father has this obsession with grease, which is something I know
Like
Adam
physical
can relate
grease.
with. Like literally, like there's moments like you'll love this, Adam. He like
Of course, I love it.
like the son's cooking him dinner, and he's like, "What is this? Like, I need more grease. This isn't greasy enough." And then he like, and later in the movie, like the son goes on a date with this woman, right?
Okay.
And the father's like, "Who's gonna cook me my fucking greasy dinner tonight?" And he's like, the son is it's just like, "Well, you're on your own, father." And then he goes to like the hot dog stand,
Okay.
and it just goes to get a hot dog, but it's like not greasy enough. So he like breaks into the hot dog vendor's like truck cart, and like there's like a vat of like grease. He just dips the hot dog in the grease.
I do love that. You're right.
Disgusting.
This is disgusting.
Just as an
Oh my.
example, he later has just like a piece of bread with like just pure lard just like spread on it. And the greasy strangler
All
himself
done it.
is just literally dunked himself in a vat of pure grease, and he's just like dripping in grease, kind of like a friggin' swamp monster, but it's like
It's
grease.
a metaphor for my life, basically.
Basically,
It's
you are
greasy.
the greasy
Yeah.
strangler. But the moments when like people get like strangled, I guess, by him, it's sort of like B movie territory. Where, like their eyes
Sort
like
of.
pop out and stuff. It's like fucked up. Or like one person gets punched right in the face and his face just like implodes on itself. It's
It sounds like what are the guys that made like Toxic Avenger and all that shit? Sounds like
yeah,
that
that's
type of
pure B movie.
thing. Yeah.
The ending was pretty funny. I'll be honest with you. Like I legitimately laughed at like really like close to the end when it gets like really absurd. Not like the first hour was absurd or anything. That was pretty normal, I guess. But yeah.
How you
To
gonna
sort of
rate
tie
it?
this up, I don't know how to rate this. Like I'm gonna go.
I'm gonna be shocked by either rating. If you say like a 1, I'll be like, "What? You sound like you liked it." And if you say like a 4, I'm gonna be like, "What? There's no way."
It's
There's nothing you
it's
can
a
say.
2.5.
Yeah, I was gonna say the best bet is like
Yeah.
in the middle, I guess.
Heavy 2, I guess that is.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't want to watch it again. So I can't like upgrade it on rewatch or anything.
I want to
but-
see the grease scenes.
Oh, they're fucking greasy.
Take notes, Adam.
The original runtime was 2 hours and 15 minutes.
Yeah, they cut out 40 minutes or something.
Yeah. Wow.
Fucking
Ambitious.
nasty, greasy shit. Lots of unspeakable things I would love to mention to you guys, but I said enough. There's some fucked up things. After Hours. Adam, what do you got for us this week?
Well, I watched this film right before coming here to record this. Irish Republican Bobby Sands leads the inmates of a Northern Irish prison in a hunger strike.
Shit time. Shit time with my movie. That's a shit.
2008.
This one.
Hunger.
Damn.
Great movie.
Yeah.
I love it.
I was referring to the dick swinging around, because in this there's also a lot of male full frontal nudity from the king of male full frontal, Michael Fassbender.
Yeah.
Stuart Graham, Brian Milligan, Liam McMahon, and Game of Thrones Liam Cunningham.
Great scene.
Incredible scene.
That's the
Fantastic
long
scene.
cut or long take of them
Single
talking.
take.
Yeah.
That's correct. This movie is fucking great. I'm not going to bury the lead. Written and directed by Steve McQueen. His first film. His feature film debut.
That's crazy.
1 second.
Crazy.
Not the
I was just...
70s action star Steve McQueen.
Never mind then.
No, Ty, he didn't direct a film in 2008.
Okay, I'm seeing where that might not be
grave.
possible. Continue.
The director of Shame and 12 Years a Slave.
That makes more sense.
Steve McQueen.
That makes more sense.
Yeah.
What's the other guy doing now?
Probably rolling in his grave.
Rolling in his
like you
grave.
said. No, this movie's great. It was, I guess, a performance vehicle, mostly for Michael Fassbender, and it was done to perfection, because he was fantastic in this movie.
So good.
Lost 40 pounds.
Yeah.
By the end of it, he's, like, hard to look at. Just looks absolutely disgusting.
Gaunt.
Exactly. Gaunt. Like, he's scary looking. It was also, I like the direction of it, the way Steve McQueen, it was very brutal and, like, relentless. Like, who's Tim Scott? You've seen this?
Yes.
Ty?
I'm still thinking about the action star.
Right. Just relentless and brutal. Like, I watched this with my mom and girlfriend, and they were like, oh my god, this is, like, this is
I
so
can't imagine
ruthless.
watching this with other people.
Yeah, I didn't realize it would be so brutal, right? They were like, oh, this is so, like,
Hard
this
to
is
watch.
so disgusting, and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, yeah, but I love that. Like, it's real. Like, Steve McQueen, he's not pulling any punches,
Like the
right?
police brutality and stuff like that.
Yeah, there's a scene
They're
where,
like
like,
naked and like
yeah, the prisoners are, like, you know,
treated like dogs.
they're rioting, but they're locked in their cells, so they're just breaking shit, and the SWAT team comes in, and it's just, like, so amazingly directed. They're just running out of their cells one by one, like, fully naked, just getting pummeled by, like, batons and everything, and stomped. It was vicious. First thing, also interesting, Michael Fassbender doesn't show up till 26 minutes in. I was like, am I watching the right fucking movie? Where's Fassbender?
Yeah, I remember that.
What?
Yeah.
It felt long, like, before you see him.
There was the other guy. There was another like character that was focused on.
Yeah, it's like a separate prisoner, and just again, just like so disgusting. He like joins a cell tie and goes in with his cellmate. First thing he sees when he walks in, the walls are just like smeared with shit,
Good.
just lining the
That's-
walls. Vile. It's making me
Like
sick.
he's building a mud hut, but it's like
Oh.
shit.
Yeah.
It's just a jail cell with just shit in it.
And then, like, there's this, like, they get in the habit of taking their bedpans, I guess, and pouring, like, all the prisoners at the same time will, like, pour their, like, piss through the prison door, like, under the
Yeah.
door, but they'll all do it at the same time, so it, like, floods the hallway. And there's this, like, uncut scene, must have been, like 3 to 5 minutes of just the janitor mopping the hall of piss. And it's just
I remember that. scene.
moments like that. Steve McQueen is so good at. It just sinks into you and like gets under your skin.
Yeah.
And it just makes you realize how brutal the situation is,
Yeah.
which I like. It challenges the viewer. I understand some people are like, "Oh my god, like
That's disgusting.
why is no one talking? Why are they just showing this guy mop for 5 minutes?" But it's to get into your head how disgusting of a situation this is, and it honors also like the people.
Yeah, it's
that
not
went
like
through
they were just like dirty people, and the guy just had his fascination of like covering this wall with shit.
Right.
It was like like a statement, like a rebellion,
statement, exactly.
An
Like,
act of
he made like
defiance.
a painting out of it almost, like it was
A
like
circle?
a black hole
Yeah.
that just like kept circling in and in and in, and
That's
this
beautiful.
cleanup crew comes in with like a high pressure washer to like blast it off the wall, and that again was like an unedited shot for like a couple minutes of just trying to wash it off, and it just wouldn't wash off. I thought it was an interesting metaphor. I think he's obviously left a statement now.
We left a statement, all right.
And yeah, it was just a relentless movie. Like, Fassbender was pretty incredible. I looked up the Academy Award nominations that year. Not nominated for this. I was so
stupid.
like devastated because like watching him in the hospital bed, like toward the end, just so like
Emaciated.
emaciated. Like it almost made me to tears just watching this guy.
Was this like under the radar?
Yeah, it was super like
Yeah.
low budget, micro budget, like independent movie, right?
Yeah.
It was it was maybe Fassbender's first leading role, maybe.
I think so, yeah.
And it was Steve
It's
McQueen's
like
first
right
movie.
after 300.
Right.
Like he did 300.
Yeah. So like it was just devastating to watch him like do this to make this statement, and I'm just thinking like, wow, like it worked. Like 30 years later, I'm watching a movie about what this guy actually did. It was crazy. Like it was deep. But overall, I really enjoyed it. Oh, I'd be
That
remiss.
scene.
Yeah, I have to mention.
Yeah.
17-minute dialogue scene. Camera just stationary, doesn't move. No cuts. So Michael Fassbender and what's the guy from Game of Thrones?
Liam Cunningham.
Liam Cunningham.
He's like a pastor.
Right. As a priest, like they're going back and forth for 17 minutes, Ty. No cuts. They like had to rehearse and memorize 17-minute
That's
dialogue.
insane.
I was like,
It's
5
like
minutes
theater.
in.
It's like
It was
turning
like
into
theater.
theater.
Yeah.
5 minutes in, I'm like, this is still going. 10 minutes, still going. 15.
I do remember
like,
when I
timing
watched
it.
this movie, like a couple minutes in, I'm like, wait, they haven't cut,
Right.
and then I'm like, holy fuck, they're still going.
I'm like, how long is this gonna go? But it wasn't in a bad way. I was like, this is
No,
fucking amazing.
It's fantastic.
It was incredible. He's just like, even the dialogue, like the writing,
It
so
felt real.
going back and forth. Yeah, the thick Irish accents, a little hard to understand, but I got the gist of what everyone was saying. And Fassbender has that amazing monologue of like how he had to drown that guy. Just incredible. I was like, where's the Oscar nomination? This is retarded. But I was reading that Fassbender had Liam move into his apartment, and they rehearsed it 12 times a day. This scene.
Was it a deer? He had to drown the deer.
Was it a deer?
Yeah, it was a deer.
We were having like a debate amongst who I was watching it with. We were arguing that it was a person.
No, I think it was a deer.
It was a deer. Tim, can you weigh in on
Yeah, I
this?
remember having seen this in years.
Shit.
They were
Oh,
like
yeah.
hunting or something, and they like
That
the
sounds
deer
right.
wasn't dead, and they had to like kill the deer or something.
Yeah, he says like
But he,
the
like,
leg
drowned
was
it.
snapped and it was all cut up and stuff.
Yeah,
So he's like,
they had to like put it down
yeah,
and be like a savage, and, like,
incredible.
drown it.
Right, literally drowns it.
If I remember correctly. Don't quote me on it. What are you hitting it with?
I gotta go 4-banger. It's just a great movie. When I say it's great, it's not like a joy to watch. I'm not like, wow, this is like fun.
I had to compare that movie to like movies like that to American History X.
See, I haven't seen that, so I'm on my watch list forever.
Okay, great movie,
Don't kill me.
but again, it's never one you just go like, you know what? I feel like watching American History X. You just put it on because it's a movie you just enjoyed.
It's like the Liam Neeson one, the Holocaust one.
Schindler's List.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not. I'm not like, yeah, let's throw on Schindler's List
Yeah.
for a good time.
It's like prepare yourself.
Yeah.
It's like I watched Come and See last week, which is like another Holocaust movie.
Mm.
Any Holocaust movie really is like
Yeah.
powerful, great message, like very well made, but yeah,
It's a tough viewing.
yeah.
4 to 5.
4-banger.
Solid. Well, let's move on into our review of the week.
Oh,
Jack Reacher, Never Go Back, directed by Edward Zwick,
my boy,
starring Tom Cruise,
my boy.
Kobe Smulders, Aldous Hodge, Danica Yarosh, among others. Several insignificant other actors.
Yeah.
So,
Fuck 'em.
No offense. Tim, How does the synopsis of this movie go down?
Ex-Major Jack Reacher finds himself on the run and defending another major after she's arrested for espionage. Things get more complicated when a young girl who may or may not be Reacher's daughter is drawn into the hunt.
Interesting.
Intriguing.
Very interesting.
I want to see this movie again. You just intrigued me so
Who
much.
wants to start us off?
Never go back.
I will go. Yeah,
Ty,
Tim. No, you go first.
No, go ahead.
You know what, Ty?
I'll go.
Nope. I'll go. I was not a fan. Did not like
Really?
this movie.
Elaborate.
A lot of things that I disagreed with. Mainly all the stuff about the daughter. Did not like that. I felt.
Who was absent from the trailers.
Yep. They just kind of tossed that in there. And it wasn't substantial enough in any way to actually make an impact on the movie. The villains, I thought, were super thin. Completely unimportant, underused in every way.
What villains?
There's the one guy who was like, is that the point? Yeah. Okay. Good. Because there was the one guy that you saw, and then everything else was just nope. They dove into things that I feel like story wise they didn't need to. Like it didn't feel like a Jack Reacher movie. It felt like a new.
I don't know what a Jack Reacher movie is supposed to be.
It wasn't that though. Like if you compare it to the first one, it was not that.
Like you've seen the first one. What's your opinion on the first?
I love
one?
the first one.
You love the first
I was
one.
super excited for this one, and I was just let down by this.
Wow.
I was very, very let down.
Okay.
Very disappointed.
Tim, what are your initial general thoughts?
How would I put this? This was one of the most bland and generic pieces of shit I've seen in a very long time. Nothing remotely interesting happens. It's dull the whole way through. The action scenes are just like paint by numbers. The score tries to make you feel things, and it's just like your typical score. Edward Zwick, I don't know what he's doing. Like he does Last Samurai, which is like a really well directed movie, and then
It's a 5.
Emotional,
yeah,
you know.
and then he does this piece of shit.
Don't forget Blood Diamond
Oh my god.
and Glory.
I watched it this morning, and like 20 minutes in, I was just like head on my hand, just like leaning on my theater seat chair rest. I was just like, fuck this. Can I go? Can I just leave? Like I can just get up and leave, right?
Never go.
Can
Back.
never go back.
Fuck, I was waiting for my turn to use that pun.
Terrible. If I haven't made it clear, it's terrible.
The pun?
Okay.
Or-
You didn't like it.
I thought you meant the pun.
No, the movie is terrible.
Adam, what are your thoughts?
Ashley also not a fan. Awful, and she thinks Tom Cruise has a problem with his masculinity because he makes himself to be a big macho guy the whole time, and he produced this movie.
Well, did you see Jack Reacher? No, you didn't see it. Have you seen Jack Reacher 1? He's like shirtless many times in that.
Yeah.
So
He should not be shirtless.
I wasn't. Oh no, I was not complaining. That was
He has a weird.
He has a weird
torso.
belly button or something.
like
It
down,
sounds weird.
like chest down. It's weird.
It's really weird.
Still hot though.
He's
Anyways,
sucking it in
yeah.
because he's becoming like bloated because he's old.
I'd say the other way. I think he's gotten. Never
He's
mind.
sticking it out.
Adam, what are your thoughts on
Adam,
Jack
go.
Reacher?
Wow.
Never go back?
I wish I never went back. I wish this team never went back to this film. TC, you guys know I love him to death.
Your boy.
He's my boy. Probably my second fave behind Leo now at this point. But
Wow.
I'm gonna say something that is never associated with Tom Cruise. He phoned in the shit out of this movie, and that is one thing he's never done.
No.
Like you could debate like maybe it's a bad movie or great movies, whatever. He like that's synonymous.
He
with
usually
his
goes
name.
hard.
Right.
Yeah.
Everyone says you can like him or not like him. You can't say he doesn't go
He's
hard
not
for every
dedicated.
single movie.
Yeah.
This is genuinely the first one. Maybe Night and Day was also bad. Probably phone that in, I guess.
I'm gonna check that one out.
This is like literally 2 of 30 movies. I'm like, well, this is shit, and he did this for a paycheck. Like, why even do it? I don't understand. Like, you're Tom Cruise.
Did you guys see the first? I know Tim didn't. Did you guys see the first Jack
yeah.
Reacher?
It's better than this.
I
It's not
really
great.
liked
I
it.
didn't love it, but it's better. Way better. Than it.
You last seen it like way back when.
Yeah,
I remember you liking it enough.
yeah. Like I'd give it like
Decent
a 3,
action,
3.5.
you know. Some car chases.
They were pretty well done.
Christopher
you know,
McQuarrie,
Duvall,
like, did a good job.
you know, was in it.
Werner was great.
Werner
as the villain.
Herzog, good villain.
Yeah,
Yeah.
compared to this, it's great.
Yeah,
actually.
compared to like fucking
This makes me like it
Christoph
more.
Waltz's evil twin, sucked.
Yeah,
Accurate.
Thank you.
I don't have anything to say. It doesn't even deserve. Like, it's just like so boring, phoned in, generic.
So boring.
I was so bored. Don't care about any character. Action was shit. There's like no cool fights, no like cool stunts.
The last fight scene is probably like one of the slowest things I've seen in my
Right.
life.
You know what I think the coolest part of the movie was? I was in the trailer every time when he punches those guys through the car window.
Yeah, that's the best part of the movie.
It's literally the best part of the movie.
Yeah.
And it's at the beginning of the movie and it's in every trailer, so it felt nothing.
Well, every action set piece besides the very last fight, I guess,
Was in the trailer.
was in the trailer. So everything was already telegraphed. Everything was shown. So that's pretty awful. Besides the daughter,
It
Completely
hurts
left
me.
absent because that storyline was brutal.
which I understand them leaving that out
Because
because
it
seriously,
sucked.
what the fuck? What? Like, why do we care?
God. Like Eddie Zwick and TC, two guys I love. What are you doing? This is fucked.
I will tell you this. I saw this with Scott this morning as well.
Mm.
I could have sworn this was a comedy with the way Scott was laughing.
Oh!
The whole Constantly just like little chuckles. It was hilarious.
Here's my biggest problem.
Better not have been at the
is it's sort of the at least all the problems here, and that's the writing. The writing is just so bad,
So bad.
like laughably bad. Because I literally laughed at moments where it's supposed to be like emotional or something, like near the end and stuff like that, and in other parts of the movie too. Like it's supposed to have this certain tone, but yet I laugh because it's so laughably bad that it's just that's the root of all the problems here. in
How
my
many
opinion.
times did it happen where they're running away from something and then they see like a truck or a building and one of the characters just like says the name of that thing? They're like restaurant, and then they both start running towards the restaurant, or like food truck, and they both run towards the food truck. I'm like,
Hotel. I have to hit it a couple times.
what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
What the fuck is
The one thing that
Oh my god.
it really bugged me because they changed everything about his character. In the first one, he was super it comes again. Tim, it comes back down to the writing thing. They changed. It was a boring, but they changed everything as well.
He's changed from the book itself.
Yes, again, like everything. Like I haven't read the book, but I read that it was totally different. But even like for like cinematic wise from the first one, they changed the character. He's no longer mysterious anymore. They've not only have they shed light on who he is as a person, his daughter, his relationships, like everything. There's no mystery left to the character now. Like they talked about way too much about his past, way too much about like the whole point of the first one was that he was a mysterious guy who just showed up and did what had to be done. Yeah. And in this, it was totally different. They wouldn't even stay true to the first movie.
Yeah.
I'm jacked up right now.
The first interrogation scene where the guy's like, you don't have to say anything, and then Jack Reacher like doesn't say something, and he's like, well, you told me not to say anything. The guy's like, well, I told you didn't have to. And Jack Reacher's like, yes. And then just... I just can't explain it. Like, it's just baffling how bad this writing is.
It could have been... Like, that scene had potential.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It had potential to be good.
Yeah.
But yet, the way they played it, it just did not work. It did not hit in the way that it should have.
Adam, I saw this movie. I think I saw this movie with you and Emily. Did you fall asleep during it?
I was nodding off quite a few times.
Okay, I wasn't sure.
Yes.
I thought I noticed that. I wasn't sure. I wanted to ask
The
you.
third act, I was like, fuck it, it's not even worth trying to stay awake. And I was scared that you guys were going to be like, yeah, it was great. Like, third act was so great. And I was like, I'm going to have to be like, fuck, I fell asleep.
A la X-Men, Days of Future Past.
Yeah.
I do want to say, like...
It's a throwback joke right there.
You kind of touched on it a bit, Tim, but how they're like, food truck or whatever, like, they did that multiple times.
A bunch of times, yeah.
Where, like, they'd be in the middle, like, be, like, stuck, and it's like, there's no way. Like, in real life, you're caught. You can't get out of this situation. And they just, like, hop on a bus, and they just let the fucking bus go.
That happened a few times.
They just get on a bus.
Public. It's just, Yeah, it just happened like way
You're
too
gonna
many
give Tim a
times.
stroke. I
They're
can
like-
see it.
They're like they run out of the restaurant, and then there happens to be a bus there, and like the cops are like, "Yeah, like this fucking
Get
bus
the bus
moved."
out of the way. We gotta go. It's like,
Like-
really, you idiots.
You're on the
There's a
fucking
lot of
bus.
logic gaps here for me.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
there's, for example, well, we'll get in. I guess we'll get. Fuck. I guess we'll talk about this in spoilers.
Okay.
Um,
You guys notice the weird tension between like Kobe Smulders and like Tom Cruise? Yeah, yeah.
I was supposed to say zero chemistry.
None. But it was like there was one part where she like is talking about like how she was dealing with like he like not patronizes her, but he kind of like belittles her opinion and doesn't really take her seriously.
Mm-hmm.
And so she's like she deals with that emotionally, and then when he comes, they didn't even deal with that. They just kind of dropped that off the table.
Yeah.
Like they didn't even reference it again. It's just like that was supposed to be like a big moment in like her character, and it was gone. Like it wasn't even. It was
Yeah.
it was fuck all.
Baffling.
Yeah.
Well,
So let's rate the shit out of this.
I don't even like have anything to say about this movie. It's so blah.
so what do you give your rating then, Adam?
Fuck, I don't know. It's just so boring. God damn it. I think this is what the masses want too. Like our crowd was like laughing, like just
Yeah,
laughing
our
at
crowd
Yeah.
was laughing a lot.
Jack Reacher, baby. It was like all like dads.
They did laugh quite a bit, actually.
The average age of our theater was probably like 50 at least.
Yeah.
Same.
Actually, ours was the same. Yeah,
It was all like parents like on date night.
Yeah.
They're like,
there's a couple like
"Aw,
90-year-olds in the front
You
row.
told me not to say anything.
Now, luckily, I saw a morning show, so I only paid $7 for this thing.
Yeah.
I think we
You
did
are
too.
very
Actually,
lucky. Did we?
I think ours was no. I lied. We paid full.
I want my
Almost
scene
honestly.
points back for my fucking free movie. A light 2, I guess. Even though I can't think of anything I
Fucking
liked
high.
about it.
That's high, man. I'm gonna go with
Isn't it
1.
offensive? Ooh.
Yeah, 1.
1 out of 5.
I'm
I'm
going
literally-
light too. Sorry.
So bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2. Not
It's
2.
taking a lot for me to drop a Tom Cruise movie down to a light too. That's
Me too.
difficult for me.
That's
Me too.
fucking high though.
That's
I know, I
Like,
can't say
how can you
why.
say it's?
I don't know. I can't
You have
explain
to get
why.
up from a 0 from this to
I
like.
wasn't like offended the way like you guys seem to
I was a
be.
little offended.
I was just bored. I was like, this
It's
is
boring.
That's offensive to
stale.
me.
Yeah.
It was boring, but it wasn't.
Like, an action movie should at least be entertaining, at the very least.
Just have some mindless action. And
Yeah,
like,
but the action's not even good in this. It's terrible.
Fuck, you're right.
It's
I
awful.
live for action, and this was garbage.
Like, when he... Okay, there's that one scene where, like, those guys are following him to, like, the alleyway, and then he ends up on, like, a wharf, or, like, a dock or something, and then there's, like, a warehouse door. He just, like, kicks it open. I'm like,
sure.
why are you kicking open this door, like, all, like, manly and shit?
It's Tom Cruise.
It's just weird. And then
That's just a minor.
he just
flaw
following him
this
in.
movie.
He's like, you guys follow me in here.
Ugh,
Bad idea. Like, you could
painful.
just beat him up outside. What the fuck?
Yeah, there's like.
Fuck,
no-
heavy one. Heavy one.
Like if he was gonna break into that warehouse and like turn it into like a cat and mouse game, and
They
like,
wouldn't
fight
have
him
had,
off
like,
one
the-
by one as they're like chasing him down,
the conversation
then
beforehand.
that would make sense. But if you're just gonna knock open the door and then just confront them in the room inside the warehouse, then what's the point?
I mean, spoilers, no spoiler alert.
Plus, there's no mystery to it, right?
If there
Like-
is a spoiler.
Are we in spoilers
That's
now?
spoilers.
Spoiler alert. It's
Yeah.
been
I wasn't sure if
Spoilers.
you guys were going to lower. I think we were trying to convince you guys.
Oh.
to
I
lower
lowered it a
these.
little bit.
Yeah, fuck it. I don't care. It's heavy 1. Whatever. Like, I literally don't care. Is there a don't care out of 5?
Let's get into spoilers then. So if you guys do want to skip ahead and don't want to hear any spoilers, then
For this
skip to our news
massive-
topics. But until then,
I just want to say,
Spoilers.
Kobe Smulders is fucking shit in this movie. Terrible. Disgusting.
spoilers.
Yeah, spoiler alert. She can't act. What is she from? Avengers? What is she from?
Avengers and
Avengers.
How I Met Your Mother.
I've never seen How I Met Your Mother, but she's so bad in this movie. I was like horrified. She was just so wooden.
I get it. She's playing like a major in the army, so yeah, she's gonna be a little stern. But like, nothing. There's nothing there. It's
That's
just
the only
like
thing that offended me. Was,
See, I don't think she's a terrible actress. Like I actually,
I don't know.
I
She can
loved
be
her in
good.
How I Met Your Mother. I thought she was
Maybe,
pretty good in
sure.
Avengers. She doesn't have a lot to work with in the Avengers, but
Fine.
her character's pretty good. This, no,
pretty
Thank you.
awful.
yeah.
I
Also,
just-
go ahead.
Well, why get Edward Zwick, a guy with a resume, to just fucking hold the camera and have zero influence over anything? Am I right? Like, he's like...
He was probably a puppet or something.
He's a puppet. He brought nothing to this. It's, like, devastating.
Why'd they get Edward's... Oh, the name, I guess.
I'm sure Tom Cruise was like, hey, we had a good time on Last Samurai. You want to fucking do this, bud? Or he called Tom Cruise for a favor.
The one good thing that I can possibly think of was, like, the final shot. For some reason, I was like,
Him walking,
that's a nice,
hitchhiking?
that's a nice shot.
Yeah.
The hitchhiking shot?
With the phone,
Yeah.
and then the shot again, like the smile, yeah. That was decent.
Of
Yeah,
him-
just do that
of
for
this,
like an hour and a half.
It was like a long shot
Sure.
or something, and I remember like this guy looking nice or something.
Yeah,
And I was like,
it was alright.
that's it. That's all I got as far as good things.
I love the daughter constantly saying, like, a parallel to things he's said earlier in the movie.
Yeah.
Can we talk about the daughter or
Not even
Not
his daughter.
daughter.
Whatever the
Not
fuck.
even
Where
his daughter.
Is she a daughter?
No,
She's not. But how did she... Where did he come from? Like, why is... Like, she said flat out, like, you're not my
working it
dad.
to a zero, guys. It's lowering and lowering.
Like, she said that flat out, you're not my dad. Like, she just... Where did she get his name from? Like, did she just, like, pull
Her
out, like,
mother.
X majors from the... Like,
Probably. She randomly picked this
her mother like filed the whatever what was it again?
But didn't
It
she
was-
fake
fraternal
that?
suit.
No, she faked that so her mom could get money for it. So her mom has nothing to do with it.
Oh, the daughter faked it?
The daughter faked...
She
Yeah.
just convinced her mom to do it.
I was, like, 99% sure she's like, yeah, she just faked it so that her mom...
Either or. He was
get money.
randomly chosen by...
Like, you just go like, oh, who's not in the military anymore? X major. Oh, fucking this guy, Jack Reacher. Let's just sign his name there and see if we can get some money from him. Like that.
Anyone notice the Full House girl in the diner? PJ or TJ, whatever the fuck her name was.
What?
In Full House, you know what I'm talking about? Full
I
House?
know.
The
Yeah.
mom?
Yeah.
No, I never watched
Wasn't
Full
that
House.
her?
No.
No?
I doubt it.
Really?
No.
Well, let's hit up IMDb.
Pretty sure she was just a nobody.
Talk amongst yourselves.
But yeah, I just thought the way the daughter storyline
I
was
could have been asleep.
handled was just
Sleep industry movie Full House.
It was poorly done because there was zero payoff. It just felt like a scam at the end.
Well, it didn't like.
I'm like, at least have her actually be the daughter or something.
the-
Have some.
I don't think it's fair to say it wasn't even a good payoff because in order to like, you still have to get something from it at the beginning in order for it to be a bad payoff. I didn't even get anything at the beginning. I thought it was just.
Right, but they're leading. They're leading you down this path of it. You're expecting a certain some type of reveal.
But it didn't even feel like that was like part of the character though. Like that's something they should have even explored.
totally with you.
Like, it was just garbage.
Pointless side.
Fuck, I was
tangent.
upset about this. Now I'm just fucking angry about this. You guys have made me all jacked up about this. You guys have reached me up about this. And I'm just like pissed.
That was awful.
Well, you know what? It wasn't as bad as this fucking movie.
Never go back. Okay.
Never go back.
Is there anything else you guys want to mention before we?
Nice little cameo from Lee Childs. I don't know if you guys saw that. Or
No,
noticed
don't care.
No. Who's
There
that?
was one other thing I did want to talk about. The villains. The villains I wanted to talk about.
Wasn't
Yeah,
done,
I-
but yeah, sure.
What
fuck myself.
villains?
Yeah, exactly. Like they explained part of it during the movie, and then at the end it was something totally different. And like, why were they transporting heroin? Who was this guy? Was he just like a giant
Money.
contract? Like, yeah, but like there was no.
Full House Girl
Content.
wasn't in it, by the way.
Oh, okay, good. We were.
Oops.
Thank you for that.
That would have made or break.
pressing piece of information.
That would have made or broke the movie for us.
Also with the villains, usually in this type of movie you get like that twist where like that guy you thought was a good guy was actually a villain.
Yeah.
This is just clearly Robert Napier, who only plays bad guys. He's clearly a bad guy. He never is not the bad guy.
And
So
then-
there's no mystery to it.
Is that the guy who I said was Christoph Waltz's twin brother?
No, that was Werner Herzog in the first one.
Oh, thank you.
This is Robert Napier.
The Lee Child cameo, light bulb just went off. Didn't you guys think that was ridiculous? How he has that terrible ID and the guy just like waves him through. That was Lee Child or Childs or whatever.
Oh, okay.
It would help if I knew who that was.
That makes no sense because how did the two women get on the
How'd they
plane?
get theirs? No.
Apparently,
Why-
you
why
need
did he wave them through?
one passport in order to get on.
These are my plus twos.
Well, it was a nod. Like Lee Childs was like very supportive of Tom Cruise playing the role when all the book fans said he would be terrible.
Hmm.
So it was like a wink, like, oh, you look nothing like the character from the book. You can still go on. That was like the point, but that logically
Terrible.
Should have stopped him right there.
logically doesn't make sense.
So just hang out at an airport until a guy.
Go ahead. You look like
Yeah.
nothing like this. Like,
Yeah.
what?
Mm.
Brutal.
Idiotic, you might say.
Garbage.
Plus, how does no one notice a guy getting punched out on a plane?
Right?
Really loudly,
I
too.
was thinking,
Yeah,
In the
he just
chair.
sits. Someone would be like, "Excuse me, that man just
Terrorist.
punched that man out."
Like everyone just at once just ding like
so go to the same barber
like totally like
Like, you have the same haircut as those guys.
as those guys.
That's what I'm
Yeah,
talking about.
the plane was silent and he just punched the shit out of him like
all right.
Unspeakable.
I don't
Never go back.
never go back to the
Can
theater.
they please never go back to this franchise again with Tom Cruise?
For fans who are keeping track, Scott gave The Greasy Strangler
A 2.5.
a 2.5.
At least it kept my interest. The Greasy Strangler did.
Right.
It was pretty shocking.
At least you didn't fall asleep.
Right. It's hard not to.
Yeah.
It's sort of like
I'll
that
take
shock
that.
value.
Guys, now I've moved from like upset to angry and now I'm just depressed. Can we just move on?
All right, we're back to Tyler's normal state. Let's move on then into our news topics. Couple trailers to talk about.
Ties
Firstly,
tie in.
being the first tease for the sequel to the first Guardians of the Galaxy, aptly named Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2.
Of course.
Let's start with Tyler, since,
Obviously.
You are wearing a Star-Lord jacket.
spoiler for the viewers, Tyler is wearing a Star-Lord costume as we speak. I swear to you, I would not lie to you.
You gonna take a photo? I'm gonna take a photo. It's beautiful.
No.
What do you think of this tease? Are you excited for this film now? more
I
than
am.
You were?
You know what? I am excited. I was kind of excited a little bit about it. Now, you know what? Seeing it, I wasn't let down by this. The only thing that bugged me about the trailer was they used the same song.
Yeah.
I felt cheated by that. Like, I kind of wanted them to use a different song. I'm not saying use
A
like,
lot of people say that online.
yeah, like he's got a new cassette from the last movie. Pick like a classic song that may or may not be on the soundtrack coming up. Just pick something different.
Well, here's my rebuttal for that.
Okay.
This is the teaser trailer.
Okay.
Imagine the full-length trailer.
This is a teaser?
This is just a tease.
Yeah, there's not much that goes on.
Wow.
There's
Is
pretty
this-
much nothing in
Is
this.
this what they showed at Comic-Con? That's what I want to know.
I don't think so.
Don't know.
Maybe not. Maybe.
Who knows? We'll have to wait and see.
But I have a
Wait and
feeling they're holding their cards a little close to their chest right now.
Yeah?
And they're doing something familiar that we know of, that we
Okay.
can relate, that the viewers can relate to this franchise. Like, that song.
Yeah. Okay, for the tease, okay.
So for the tease,
All right. All right.
they're
I'm
using that song.
okay. I'm on board.
But I hope in
Yeah.
the full-length trailer,
Same song.
they're going to blow our mind again with some new song that's going to be like the next song
Classic.
that we don't know what it is right now.
99 red balloons. Be sick.
American Woman.
No.
That'd be
Hate that
good.
song.
I like 99 Red Balloons.
Yeah.
That'd be a good
It's
one.
pretty perfect.
That'd be a good one.
Dun, 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 dun. Perfect.
Yeah.
I'm going to jump in. What's not to like? Honestly, what is not to like?
Yeah.
Here? I mean, we get shots of all the characters. We get some Drax humor in there,
Little baby Groot.
which is great.
That "You're welcome" line when he's hugging him is hilarious.
Amazing.
Fantastic.
A little bit of Baby Groot at the end, which is nice. I'm sure
Adorable.
they'll sell lots of Funko toys
Yeah.
of that Baby Groot. Sell lots of merch.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm in. I was excited for this movie, but now it hasn't changed.
Yeah.
I think once we see a full-length trailer, maybe see a little bit more about some villains, some of the other characters we maybe haven't seen yet.
Is this the one that Jeff Goldblum's cast in?
Yes.
Okay. I wasn't sure which movie he was in cast for the MCU.
No.
No?
Yes.
Jeff
Or
Goldblum.
Ragnarok.
No, he's in Thor.
He's in
Yeah.
Thor.
Thor?
My bad.
Okay.
Sorry. Yeah.
Okay. Do we know anything about the villain? I can't
Um,
recall.
No.
Someone else's cast.
Kurt Russell is playing Ego,
I mean,
the Living Planet.
there's Kurt Russell.
Yeah.
but,
Yeah, I don't think we know the villain.
There's
Sylvester Stallone?
Yeah, he's also in this.
A little Tango and Cash action going on.
In space.
Yeah.
Actress. She was the villain in Man from U.N.C.L.E. Kind of model
blonde.
looking. Yeah.
Don't remember.
Elizabeth Debicki
Yeah.
is playing like this like genetically engineered like perfect woman thing.
Yeah, she is.
So she could possibly be the villain, which they haven't revealed.
I heard that what's her face was coming back too. Nebula.
Yeah, she's in the trailer.
Yeah, she.
Oh, that's right. She was.
It looks like her and Nebula and Yondu are going to be part of the Guardians now.
Yes. Yeah, which is kind of
like,
cool.
Judging by we'll use the poster as the photo here, but you'll see in the photo of the poster that they released, they're both in it.
Yeah.
So leaning against the wall.
Well, it's kind of cool because I didn't know the Guardians like that well until I started researching them after the movie. And Yondu did have like the orange faux hawk there, the mohawk there, and that was like
Not a faux hawk. It was
a mohawk. It was a mohawk, and so it was what he had in the original when he was part of the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
So, looking forward to that to see what they do there.
Tim.
Weigh in, fellas.
Everything's been said already.
Everything's been said already.
Okay. So you guys are
Fire.
in?
Fire for the streets.
Fire for the streets.
Fire for the sheets.
I'm loving it. Like McDonald's. Looks fucking great. Haven't missed a beat. Usually sequels, they try to recapture the magic and fail. This looks perfect for me. Everything I expected.
Beautiful.
I'm in.
Well said, Tim.
I like
that.
the new Star-Lord facial hair. Also, I don't know if you guys noticed.
Yep.
Great sideburns.
Great sideburns. Love them.
Let's move on into our next trailer then. Maybe you guys might have something more to say about this since there's no pre-established franchise for this.
Logan?
A Cure for Wellness.
Oh.
Directed by Gore Verbinski.
Oh.
Starring Dane DeHaan.
Dane DeHaan.
Adam, what are your thoughts about this trailer? Did you know anything about this movie?
Well, Scott, let me tell you, I didn't know shit about this movie, and I still don't. But I know that trailer is fucking fire! Visually stunning. I'm in. Don't want to know anything about it. Who knew Gore Verbinski could fucking direct a movie?
Oh, he
Okay,
can.
you can. Okay, I'm gonna jump in here. Fuck you, first of all. Gore Verbinski is
Thank you.
amazing.
Thank you.
Is Ty gonna preemptive five bang this?
I like Gore Verbinski, I'm just joking.
I am preemptively five-banging this.
Whoa!
Every single shot in this trailer was fucking beautiful. It was like every shot was art. It was gorgeous.
I agree.
I am preemptively five-banging this.
I could totally see how he was going to do a Bioshock movie. The whole time I was watching it, I was
Oh.
like, holy
that's perfect.
fuck.
Oh,
That's
that's
absolutely
so good.
I was like, how did that not get made? Like, why, God? Why, no, how? But
Tim, what are your thoughts on A Cure for Wellness?
I'm still in shock from the trailer.
I think I actually saw you, like,
Yeah.
convulse.
I was like on the edge of my seat. I was like more excited by this 2 minutes than I was for all of Jack Reacher. I was just like,
Yeah, I agree.
just amazing shots going on. I love me car crash scenes. They're always like really well shot.
Disturbing.
Wild.
There's a really good one in Let Me In. If you guys have seen it, Adam, have you seen it?
Yeah.
Where the camera sits in the back of the car as it's going down the hill. That's really cool. This one is like, did they crash a car with Dane DeHaan just flying around the fucking?
I think they did.
Yeah.
It looks
This
intense
is his
and
last
like
movie.
Like
just
inside
some
and outside.
insane looking visuals. I did not
R.I.P.
Gore Verbinski
Yeah.
had this up his sleeve. Like,
I did.
not
That's
to
what I'm
say
saying.
like not to say that Pirates is like generic looking, but it's like got a very much like a
Disney looked good.
Disney feel to it.
Yeah.
And then he did Rango. This must be like a passion thing or something for him, or something's got his creative juices flowing. Because
I think he just said, let me take all my storyboards from Bioshock.
Yeah.
That got canceled, and let me do something
yeah,
with
like
these.
visually, this movie is outstanding.
Tim, how about that one shot of the train? The reflection?
Yeah,
I know
Oh.
you had like a physical reaction to that
oh my
shot.
god,
And I did when I first saw it, I was like, like, are you kidding me?
yeah, gorgeous.
Like-
Like
Choo choo.
I did not know he had this in him. Like this is I gotta look this up to see who shot this thing.
Just the visual sort of storytelling that's going on here is just amazing, and just how it has that sort of like greenish aqua tinge to a lot of the shots.
Yeah.
Just the color grading that was used.
Yeah.
This really reminds me of the BioShock thing is blowing my mind a bit, but also sort of American Horror Story kind of vibe.
Oh yeah. Like
Because we
American
haven't
Horror
really
Story-
talked about
yeah.
what we're really seeing. From what I gather, I think Dane DeHaan is a character that goes to this kind of like wellness like spa place, but it's not what
It's
it
like
appears to
where
be.
lobotomies are still like an active
Yeah.
treatment.
It's like kind of like that mixed with like One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest kind of thing. Like
Yeah.
he gets like stuck
Experimental
there.
science and not
Shutter
being able to-
Island meets something.
Oh, I'm halfway in. I was waiting for that second meets something. I don't even care actually. Shutter
Meets the
Island is fun.
lobster. Fuck, I don't know.
I'll take Shutter Island just by itself. Just make that again, please, Gore. Thank you.
So yeah, and there's like these weird like rituals going on, like people with like torches and shit, and like there's this actress blanking on her name. She recently married Shia LaBeouf.
Oh yeah.
She was in Nymphomaniac, Adam, if you remember. Near the very end of the part 2.
Mia Goth.
Yes,
I'm looking up casting.
she's in it, so she has some part to play. With
Jason
Dane DeHaan.
Isaac's in it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you guys want to know the plot?
Yeah. Give me the.
No.
No. Actually, you know what? No.
Okay.
Give me the cast though. Can we get the cast?
Dane DeHaan, Mia Goth, Jason Isaacs. The rest the biggest 3 names I see in this thing.
Oh.
Who's
Okay.
Jason Isaacs? I'm blanking.
Lucius Malfoy.
Yeah, he's definitely like
Yes.
the evil.
Patriot.
Love him.
No, he's gonna be like the evil like doctor or something that's like
Yeah.
administering all these like.
Getting a
cures.
German vibe from him too. I've got a lot of German going on this week, but I'm getting a German vibe from him. I don't know why.
I think it's in like the Alps or something.
Yes, what's up?
The cinematographer has not done
not much,
anything
no.
like visually stunning. That's mind blowing.
Definitely a passion project.
Oh, so awesome.
Let's move on then. We're all excited for that movie.
Looks
it
amazing.
seems.
Yeah.
Coming out in February. Perfect. I guess.
Weird. That was the
Gotta have
weirdest part of the
something.
trailer.
Well, you're not going to
February.
release a movie in May. Like,
Yeah, it's not a blockbuster yet.
yeah. I'm not surprised.
That's fair.
Let's go on to our third and final trailer. The trailer's getting a lot of buzz. I wonder why. Logan,
Never heard of it.
aka Wolverine 3, I guess.
Yep.
What are your guys' thoughts on this trailer for Logan?
It's also Wolverine 1, technically, with the Fox timeline reboots.
I
Yeah.
don't even try to fit that.
Don't
Yeah.
know.
I looked
Logan.
it up.
Tim,
You're
what,
right,
what are
yeah.
your thoughts on Logan?
This is a great trailer.
Yep.
Yeah, it's fantastic. I've watched it a few times now. It gets me hyped. I wasn't like that excited for this movie. I'm like, oh, okay, whatever. They just do whatever they do. But the Johnny Cash cover "Hurt." It's always a good song.
Yeah.
Toss that in with some aging Wolverine and some very aged up Patrick Stewart.
Yeah.
Great dialogue in this trailer. Like, there's some really good dialogue, I think. Boyd Holbrook, who is from Narcos. You guys have watched Narcos with a robot hand. He's great. He's playing the main villain, I guess, or one of the main villains. But yeah, this movie looks really good, really different from like any X-Men movie at all. A lot of people are comparing this to like The Last of Us type of feel with like Hugh Jackman and a little girl. Reminds me of a little bit like the Rover meets X-Men kind of happening. Looks very.
It has this very like indie vibe,
Yeah.
which I love because the last Wolverine, while I do like me some Japanese movies, like it's still kind of at near the end. It kind of went back into like full like popcorn like cheese.
There's a
I'm
robot
like,
samurai.
Oh, God, like,
Yeah.
What are you doing? But this one, like I love the vibe I'm getting from it, and the kind of the Johnny Cash cover is funny because James Mangold did
Walk the Line. Yeah.
Johnny Cash tie-in. But I just knew when I heard that song, that cover, I was like, oh, perfect.
Yeah.
That song is literally perfect
Yeah.
for sort of the story they're trying to tell and
The
sort of
end.
the
Plus, it
tone.
just cuts so well. Like when the guitar finally picks up a lot heavier, and it just says 20th Century Fox Presents. I haven't been more excited to see that company's name ever.
Yeah, I'm in. I think this seems to be a great sort of send off to the character that we know. Tim.
Adam.
I mean Adam.
Thank you.
I
hate you.
looked at Adam and I said Tim.
I'm sorry, Tim. That's terrible.
Get the beards mixed up.
Mm.
When I watched this trailer, the only question I had was May 2017 or December 2016? Because this looks like an Oscar movie to me. We got an art film called Logan.
I know, right?
I'm watching it. I'm like, okay, I thought this was a Wolverine superhero movie, not a fucking art house Adam Franey 5 bang. It looks fucking amazing.
Yeah.
I don't understand it. I got guys coming up to me like, looks like No Country for Old Men, looks like this, looks like that.
Oh yeah.
It reminded me of like Looper, kind of. It just
Yeah.
had that practical sci-fi, like low-key look.
Yeah.
I'm
Like
blown away.
no crazy like CG.
Right. Like I love
Very grounded.
that metal hand.
Yeah, it looks great.
Oh, just I don't know. Like I think Tim, you said like I didn't really care. I was like, okay, we'll see. Like again, the Wolverine. I love the first two acts because it was like in Japan. It, again,
Yeah.
wasn't very superhero-y. It was cool. And then the third act just devolves into like
The Robot Samurai act.
robot
yeah.
The
samurai.
robot-
Even like the snake girl too, like the Venoms.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was
Fox
like,
is
oh
like,
god.
this is supposed to be a superhero movie. Can we get a Transformer in here, please, and a Snake Woman? So I'm praying they didn't do that with this. And it was like emotional. Like I actually felt something. I can't believe it's gonna be rated R. That UK trailer.
That one
Did
actually
you guys
clip of
watch it?
him shoving his claw through dude's face. So
Yeah.
it's like, what?
Yeah, amazing. Reminded me of like Unforgiven. It says reading up like in the Old Man Logan story, he like hasn't used his claws in 20 years because his healing gene is like depleting. So he knows if he uses them, he's gonna like bleed out because he can't instantly heal that wound.
Yeah, and apparently we get this from the trailer. He doesn't heal completely, so he's always left with scars now from everything. That's why his back and hands are like
Which
so
is
scarred up.
amazing.
Yeah.
He's like
I
a
think
grizzled
he still
veteran.
heals. It's
It's
just
it's way slower.
yeah,
It doesn't
like
fully
it doesn't
heal
heal
properly.
back
Yeah.
as like perfect skin.
Yeah.
It's like it heals back as a scar.
I'm anticipating like Unforgiven style. He's like hung up his claws, so to speak, and then I'm just gonna predict the little girl gets killed, and he goes full retard, and his like send off is just like Wolverine berserker rage.
Well,
and just
what are your
slices and
guys' theory on
dices.
this? Because I kind of
This was.
I'd like to
somewhat
make a
confirmed
bet on
today,
this.
If you want to say this,
I
What?
think that Xavier dies.
Oh,
Yeah.
totally.
Xavier,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you don't think Logan could die?
Oh, Logan is definitely dying. But
Oh,
they confirmed that X-23 appears in this movie as well, which is a female clone of Wolverine.
what is
They were
that?
thinking the little girl is his female clone.
But there's a shot at the very end.
Yeah.
Question.
shovel?
Well, yeah, he
Yeah.
has a shovel. He's clearly looking down at a grave that
he
found.
just buried Patrick Stewart.
Like,
There's no
Patrick
way he
Stewart,
didn't just
like,
bury Patrick Stewart.
That's pretty. What do you guys think about that?
100%.
Okay, well, yeah, maybe either Professor X, someone better die because I want to see that berserker rage. I
Well,
want to see him go apeshit.
I'm giving this a. I'm gonna.
We're not rating this movie yet, Ty.
Hi, Ben.
I mean, no. I'm giving this a sweetie guarantee
Oh,
that.
always reliable.
Fuck you.
What are the Vegas odds on this?
Patrick Stewart, because this is his last. He's hanging up the chair, so to speak. He is no longer doing this.
You can't hang up the chair. You can't fucking walk after.
Same with Hugh
I
Jackman.
didn't say he was
allegedly.
doing it. Yeah, I can see Hugh Jackman saying no. He's been doing this for fucking 11 years now. No, 17 years.
Long time.
This will be 17 years now.
I think it's the longest running one character role in a movie
For one actor, I'd say
for
so.
one actor.
Yeah.
I remember hearing that somewhere.
Here's my theory.
Okay.
Professor X dies. That leads to the third act of him just going fucking
Berserker
crazy.
rage.
And then at the end, he sort of has this self-sacrifice to like save the girl who is like X-23.
Maybe not, because I just realized that there's another female in this movie that is a well-known actress. somewhat. So maybe she is.
Or to save the girl because of whatever reason,
Something happens.
whatever connection that girl
He
has,
does
which is quite mysterious.
Yeah.
We don't know
She has
really
power of some sort.
what's the power the girl has. Who knows? How does she tie in? What's her relationship? Why does he care about the girl?
I'm in. That's all I know.
He doesn't at first. Because he had a great line from Patrick Stewart being like, someone's already come by, as in, we've
She
already
needs
found her,
you.
so we should probably
Yeah.
do something. It's great. So many good lines.
But I'm in.
Did
I
you
think
give
we're
your
all
thoughts,
Not yet.
Sweet boy?
I'm fucking in.
Shock.
Sick. Sick.
I think he's gonna die.
They're both good.
Do you think he'll like kamikaze himself, like just go ape shit?
That's what I thought at first, but then Scott
is
had
it
a really
for?
good point that he's gonna like self-sacrifice or something, or like the little girl's gonna get captured and he's just gonna go fucking ape shit and save this girl. Like I'm thinking like hostage kind of scenario where she's kidnapped somewhere and he just goes in like full rage mode, not even kicks open a door, slashes the door twice, then kicks it in and just starts just mercilessly murdering everyone.
I feel like the end of this movie is gonna have me in tears.
Yeah, I hope.
Like it has that potential.
There's potential for like a sweaty single tear.
Thank you, Deadpool, by the way, for making this rated R. Thank you very much.
Makes me all the more excited. See some pure violence, with those claws, which we haven't really got to see.
Right.
It's all like PG violence, but I'm in. Let's move on into our final news topic, though. A little casting news for the Han Solo prequel spin-off Star Wars story, if you will.
Oh.
Directed by Lord Miller. Starring Alden Ehrenreich. I'm remembering their
Alan
names.
Aldrich.
Yes.
And Donald Glover
Oh.
as Lando Calrissian.
My boy? My Atlanta boy?
Tim, what do you think of this casting?
This is good casting.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is it?
Clearly they're going for a certain vibe for this movie. Comedy, I assume, if it's Lord Miller doing it and it's
Yeah.
Donald Glover.
Light perhaps.
I assume the plot's going to be about how he lost the Millennium Falcon to him in the first place.
That's gonna have to.
I literally saw an article today
Says that?
confirms Han Solo movie will show how Lando loses
Sweet.
Millennium Falcon.
I'm just excited for like this. Hopefully, he's in it for a long time. I'm assuming it's probably a main lead, and it's going to be like a buddy film, and then they end up like turning on each other for a little bit. I'm pumped.
Well, we've also heard that it's gonna touch on how Han met Chewie as well.
Sick.
So it's gonna be like all these like meet cutes of them like meeting each other, which I think is interesting.
It's good casting. I like Donald
Well-
Glover a lot. He's a good casting.
Yeah, I think
Want to see him in a cape?
it's great casting. I think he looks so much like him,
Yeah.
like Billy D. Williams,
Yeah.
that it's like crazy. That is perfect.
I even think about it. Like, if you asked me like who I would picture as Leonard Charisma, I'm like, fuck, I don't know, just get a known guy. And then I saw an article saying that it's Donald Glover. I was like, that's so good. That's so smart.
It's like the Doctor Strange casting. It's like everyone wanted Benedict Cumberbatch, and it's like this is like the perfect fan casting, and yet they actually got it. I mean, that's debatable. I mean, some of you seem like you might have a different opinion
No,
on
that's right.
Cumberbatch, but
No, he's perfect.
Yeah.
In every way.
but like this seems like shit. They got like the perfect guy.
I'll jump in.
How did they do it?
I 100% agree. I'm like, what the fuck? This
How
is
did
fake.
they? How did they get this
Yeah,
guy?
I was
Too
like, this
obvious.
can't be
I'm like-
real.
Yeah. Because like
Sweetie story.
I've literally read like Donald Glover fan. Kevin Smith did a podcast like 5 years ago, and he was like, people would pay. This is a quote. People would pay out the ass to watch a young Han Solo played by, I don't remember the guy's name, the guy from Angel, the guy who played Angel on Buffy,
Ugh, no. Oh, thank you.
winning the Millennium Falcon away from Donald Glover's young Lando. That's like literally a quote from like 5 years ago. So that gives you an idea. Star Wars fans have wanted this like forever. It's perfect. He's literally perfect. How often do you get like a perfect casting?
Like you can't go wrong.
Yeah, the only thing with me is the age thing a little bit.
He does look like he'd be a little older.
He's 34.
He can
Yeah.
play young though.
He doesn't look 34 at all, though.
Like
I guess if he shaves, yeah. No, it's perfect, like I said. But
Oh, he's gonna have that stash.
it's interesting though because like Lando's 35 45 in Empire Strikes
He
Back.
looked like he was like 45 though.
Yeah.
Look at-
yeah, that
think
works,
of-
yeah.
The Martian last year or whatever. Donald Glover's
Glover?
character in that.
Yeah, he looks 20.
Like looks 20.
You're right.
Like he looks the
Also-
same age as Alden Ehrenreich.
And the voice too. I'm just nitpicking. Donald Glover does have a high voice. Obviously, Billy D is known for like his baritone voice, but
But he's young,
it's
I
perfect.
guess.
Yeah, I'm not complaining. Just saying.
I have a nitpick.
Uh-oh. Can I guess what it is?
Yeah,
Oh, you might.
I think
heard
I
this-
mentioned it. I might have briefly broken
the
embargo.
physicality. Thing?
Yes.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
His no.
No, the thing is, Donald Glover. When you saw Harrison Ford and
No, this is Donald Glover, not Danny Glover. If you're gonna say he's too old.
I thought it was like a sequel.
Episode 8.
Yeah.
Because Danny
Danny
Glover.
Glover's
Danny
like
Glover's
75 right now.
for this shit.
I-
Anyways,
He's always been too old for that shit.
He has been. He's never been young.
He's been too old for that shit since fucking
Here's-
82.
Sorry, go ahead.
here's my issue: is that in the when do you see
Billy D. Williams.
when do you see him
Empire.
in
Super
Empire?
Strikes
Okay,
Back, Windy City.
when you see him and Harrison Ford
Cloud
side
City.
by side,
Fuck.
Windy City. It's not fucking Chicago.
You see him in Chicago.
when you see him walking down fucking the iron, never mind.
Main Street, Chicago.
So when you see them, Harrison Ford is clearly taller than Billy D. Williams.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking who
In
cares,
this,
man?
in this, Donald Glover, I believe, I haven't checked the heights, but
I can check the heights, man.
I'm pretty sure Donald Glover.
I feel like he's pretty short.
I feel like he's gonna be taller than fucking. I don't
We
remember
did
his
see
name. Alan
that,
Alda. I
too.
don't remember his
He did
actual
look
name,
tall.
but
Alden.
Alden.
Son Alden.
Alan Alda. Fuck it.
Alan Alda.
It's Alan Alda. I'm pretty sure he's bigger than him, like taller.
Alan Alda and
Alan
Danny
Alda.
Glover.
Yeah.
So it just reminds me of like the whole Lord of the Rings issue where like E. McKellen was like a normal sized man, and like all the hobbits are also normal sized people, and everyone's like, "That's fucked. They should be hiring like really small actors."
They
Get the
are.
fuck out, Tyler.
Alden Ehrenreich is 1 inch shorter than Donald
Knew
Glover.
it. Knew it.
So you're right.
No one cares.
It's like
Lord-
Christian Bale being smaller than Tom.
But he's
Hardy.
taller though.
Or bigger?
But he's clearly taller than him, like by
Doesn't matter.
inches.
Doesn't matter.
I don't
I
know.
did not
So
cross
you're
my
out.
mind once.
I don't know why that. Yeah, I'm fucking. I'm dropping this like
Me
hard.
too.
No,
You should write an email to
I
Laura
don't,
Miller.
I don't know why this crossed my mind, but it did.
They're basically the
yeah.
same height.
Which is wrong because he's fuck it.
Just to touch on
Actually-
the Hobbit thing, they did use stunt doubles.
I know. I was joking.
Oh,
That's
we
They
know.
what
did
it's
actually have little people.
Yes.
I'm gonna check Harrison Ford's height.
They had
against
masks
Billy
that
D.
they wore.
Williams now.
I know. I get it.
I'm in. I'm super.
You're
excited.
in, though.
Oh, I'm super excited for this.
I thought you were out.
Oh no, I'm in. The height thing's gonna bug me for a while, but I'm still in.
Yeah, it's too perfect.
Yeah.
The height thing doesn't bug you, Scott?
It really doesn't.
Really? It's such a big issue.
How
though.
could it not? It's undeniable.
That's like
Perfect
make or
casting.
break.
Billy D. Williams
Disney.
and Harrison Ford, both 6'1". Fucking
Get eviscerated.
get out. Actually, just get out.
So apparently it's the exact opposite. Like he's like they're like perfect.
It's actually
Buffoon. What a buffoon.
well. With that, that'll do it for this episode of the Up Real Late
Let's end on a high
podcast.
note.
You can follow us on Twitter at UpRealLate, and you can find us on YouTube and iTunes at UpRealLate. You can follow me personally on Letterboxd at UpRealTim.
You can find us on Facebook and on Instagram at Uprelate Podcast. You can also follow me on You can also follow me on Letterboxd
On
at
what? On
Fuck.
You guys don't.
Fuck.com.
You guys don't have
Fuck.com?
Fuckbox. You guys don't have that.
I signed up once. But
You can follow me on Letterboxd at UpRealTie.
you can follow me, Adam, on Twitter at Franny25 and on Instagram and Letterboxd at UpRealAdam.
You can follow me, Scott, at UpRealScott on Letterboxd, and don't forget to leave a like on this video, leave a comment in the comment section below, and of course subscribe to our YouTube channel. Keep it real.